Isn't that what they say? The train thing. Welcome, Debs Cooper, global stressologist, here to talk to you about what to do when you lose your groove. Oh my gosh. So let me know if you're here live. Let me know if you're here on a replay. And if you've got any questions, shoot them to the question comment area. So, gosh, this is such a mind freaking challenging one for some people. So before I get started, I actually want to say one thing is don't panic. If you lose your groove, just before I even get into anything, is don't panic. Don't panic, don't panic, because you know nothing can get resolved when you are in panic or desperation times. Yeah, right now. So what do you do if you lose your groove? Why do we lose our groove? Because I think that's important to acknowledge and look at. So for a start, there's a thing called drink. So coffee, too much coffee, too little coffee, alcohol, not enough water, whatever, fizzy, not enough fizzy, whatever it is, drink and food. Whatever you've eaten that day, may not be. So whatever you're having, although it's breakfast here, so I don't know if you're going to be having pickled onions for breakfast, whatever you're eating and drinking can have an impact on how you can lose your groove. Your sleep patterns, if you've had little sleep and you've got a busy day ahead, you can totally lose your groove. If you have social interactions with someone and someone says something or does something to you that you've taken on board personally, it's another way of losing your groove. The moon, and I'm going to say the stars, which I think I actually just made up the stars. I don't know, it might be true, but I do know the mood changes people. I don't know all about it. If you want to know more about it, find someone to tell you more about it. Or if you know about the moon, then feel free to tap on here and talk about yourself. But the moon can change your mood swings, your interaction with others, how you feel, if you feel heavier, weighed down, or if you feel lighter, if you want to go for a run or not. The moon can completely throw you out, because I know my clients do get a little bit cray-cray when it comes up to the full moon. The weather can make a massive shift in your mood swings and losing your groove. Somebody you know, and it can really peeve you off or elate you, or elate or deflate, anything like that. That can actually really throw you out of sync of who you are. It can throw you out of anything that's going on in your world. So anytime you lose your groove can be those things. Grief. Now I'm going to talk just a little smidgen about grief, because grief is one that can completely a death of a person or an animal. Grief can be losing a friend, can be losing a large sum of money, can be losing something around you that you find incredibly dear and close to. So anything like that can help you lose your groove. And as I talk about this, I would love you to really start thinking about where you've lost your groove. Where you've lost your groove before. If you've currently lost your groove, then this is perfect for you. These are the things that I've found for people who have lost their groove. The C word is many C words, is things that you can listen to on the radio or on the news, which is very hot to trot right now. anything that's going on. You can be listening to something or see something, and that can make you lose your groove, make you doubt your friends, make you doubt society, anything along that. Podcasts, social medias, gossip. Oh my God, the gossip train can be completely allow you to lose your groove, because you can listen to somebody and go, what's fifth and 10th down the track before you've actually heard it. So anything can make you lose your groove. And the biggest thing I would say is our mind clutter. Whatever is going on in our head, you can call it stress, you can call it not stress, just mind chatter, mind clutter, this is the stuff can make you lose your groove. So now I've planted a whole lot of seeds to you. You're thinking of where you've lost your groove in the past and in the current day. Or current day would actually be right now. So I talk to clients a lot about this, how they've lost their groove, and it's just been really common to look at, pinpoint what specifically it is for them. So this is how you're going to deal with it. Step one is acknowledge you're human. Acknowledge. A for acknowledge. Acknowledge. Oh, I know what this is. If you don't acknowledge it, chaos can happen. So the wisest thing, step one, is acknowledge. Acknowledge you are human in this world, and everyone loses their groove. Everyone. Right from the top athletes to the low athletes. Right from the top people in politics, parents, not parents, children. Everyone will lose their groove at some point in time in their life, throughout, more than once. So one, acknowledge you're human. Know that you've been through stuff before. Know that you've been through stuff before and you survived, and you're going to go through stuff again, because you can't actually run from it. Okay, so know that you've been through stuff before, you survived, you got here you are. Today's another day, wake up another day, tomorrow's another week, next month's another month, any of those things. So step one, acknowledge you're human. Step two is, what do you need to know? What do you need to know to get this off your chest? So do you need to tell someone? Do you need to say to somebody, look, I'm not having a great day today. I'm just going to check out from work. Or I'm not having a great day today. Can you come over and take the kids? I'm not having a great day today. Can something happen? Can you come and do something? Or can you come and just hang out with me? So what do you need to do to get groove patch? Maybe 5 minutes. It may be 10 minutes. It may be a month. I don't believe it's going to go anything longer than a month, or even a week, really. If it's going longer than even 2 days, please talk to a professional. Okay, I may not look very professional sometimes, or say things that are fully professional, but please don't let anything go longer than 48 hours. There you go, put a time frame on it. If you feel you're losing your groove, tell someone. Just tell someone that is going to hold it in. They don't need to go tell the whole family. Say, oh, did you know Deborah's not feeling well? She's in a bit of a lull and she's doing this. And then everyone gets all panicky about what Deborah's doing. So just tell someone close to you to say, hey, look, I just want to take some time out today. This is where I'm at. Tell your boss, I just need to take time out today, if that's what it is. So what do you need to do? If you have children, they are a priority, just as much as you are. So find somebody who can look after the children and just take them out. Just take them out, because you can't hide in the toilet all day long. As much as sometimes you want to. Number 3 is, and I'm hearing this more and more, is be okay with not being okay. So when I talk about be okay with not being okay, be okay where you are right now. Be okay with it. Be grateful that you're having a break. Be grateful that whatever's going on, it's just making you stop. So just be okay with what it is. I know I talked about acknowledgement, but acknowledge it, yep. But then what do you need to do? But then be okay. Be okay with where you are right now. You're going to have to let it go. This chaos that's going on, whatever it is, I'm going to help you with that. But you're going to have to let it go to get yourself back on track with the train derailing. Okay, so be okay with not being okay. Number 4 is write stuff down. So even though you may feel you're in a brain clutter or there's something going on that's really heavy for you, write it down and just get it out of your head, because the more stuff you get out of your head, the clearer your head will be and the more inspiring things will be able to fill in. Now you may end up writing 3 or 4 A4 pieces of paper, everything that's going on, just write it all down. I do not encourage you to read it right now. Just write it all down, get everything you can out of your head. I've got to do the washing, I've got to do this, I've got to hoover the floor, I've got to do this, I've got to. Whatever it is you've got to do, that's so important, write it all down on paper. Because as soon as you do that, it eases the brain clutter a little bit. It just eases it a little bit to allow you to start flowing. So write it down. Just the best you can. Just the best you can. Number 5 is, now this is the good part. This is the good part. So I'm going to pause for a moment and drink my witch's brew. Number 5, switch off. And when I say switch off, stop everything. Stop everything. Find what gives you sparkle or glitter or joy or happiness or inspiration or fulfillment, whatever word you want, find it. Now, that could mean a movie, it could mean a book, it could mean a magazine, it could be a shutting of your eyes, it could be just a lying down, it could be scrolling stuff, whatever it is. It could be sitting outside on the grass, it could be grounding yourself, it could be anything. Whatever it is, find that and switch off. Just switch off. And when you do this, you've got to do it guilt-free. So when I talk about guilt-free, I'm talking about, I've talked about letting it go, but I'm talking about letting it go and being guilt-free. So actually going, you know what, I'm going to stop for a certain amount of time or no amount of time. I'm just going to stop right now. I'm just going to stop. I've got to stop. If it takes me all day, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Just stop and breathe. Guilt-free knows that it's actually serving you. It's actually serving you and adding value to your life. It's giving you more youthfulness. It's allowing you to breathe, to think, to unpack, to declutter, whatever it is. It's allowing you to do you. And know that those other people around, when I talk about guilt-free, it's actually serving them. They may not like it at the time, definitely. But there's a saying, don't drink from the empty cup, or don't drink from, I don't even know. Look, that's how. Not feeling fulfilled yourself. So